Liam, just such a dominant performance. What can you say about your team continuing to get better week in and week out, especially at this point in the season?
Yeah, that was the message in there was, it's fun to be around this group. They continue to, rise to these challenges that we, present each week. And you do feel like we are improving in some ways, in different areas, right? In all three phases, there's different areas that continuously need to improve upon. And I think our guys have done a nice job of staying that course, working intentionally throughout the week, and then coming out on Sundays and putting it on tape.
Career day for Trevor Lawrence. Can you describe what you liked about his effort today?
Yeah, I thought he was very accurate with the football, started hot, allowing these guys to be able to continue to catch and run, especially over the middle of the field. The vertical throws I thought were very impressive. 6 total touchdowns, scrambling. Very proud of Trevor and his preparation, the way that he's practiced, the way that he's continued to lead our offense and do what we're asking him to do at a high level, though. I mean, he's playing at a high level right now.
Was this as good a day as he's had since you've been here, just actually throwing the ball?
I think you would say one of the best ones he's had, absolutely. You could feel it, though, like throughout the weeks, the last few weeks especially, that he's continuously gaining more and more confidence, continuity, and chemistry with the guys that he's playing with, executing the plan, but also then, again, I mean, he had a ditto play. I mean, from last week, the rollout to his left across his body, 0 blitz, same exact kind of play that we actually were running as last week to Tim Patrick. So, again, that's him being special. That's him being a football player and making a play. So, I would say that he was one of his better performances that I've seen.
Were you the one he was kind of shrugging at after that play?
Yeah. He gave me the shrug. It was just so cool. They did hit it from a little bit more depth this time. Last week they had all out on the line of scrimmage, and that was where we were like, get to your, protect yourself. That was really the thing of last week that we wanted them to do. But guys making plays. Guys made plays, and I would continue to I like to continue to see that over a guy trying to be perfect on a play call.
31 first-half points today after 28 last Sunday. 7 of your first 8 drives, points. This 5-game win streak, you've won by an average of 19.8. So what challenges do you have now in your staff that you're winning the games you're supposed to win and you're getting it done at a rather easy fashion? What's it like to coach now breeding this success?
Yeah, we know the challenge that we have going out west this week against a very high-quality opponent. And it's just fun to be able to keep coaching because, yes, we've won these last X amount of games and execute at a high level, but when you continue to elevate and raise the standard of performance, of practice, of preparation, that's what I think is fun about this group, and that they don't want to just say, man, that was a good win, we can kind of hang back and not go to work this week. They want to continue to be intentional about their efforts, about taking care of their bodies and doing it together. It's a group that cares about each other. We all do, I think coaches and players alike. And, there's still so much room to continue to grow as a team. And as you get into December, playing your best football is very important. And we have another opportunity to go do that this Sunday.
Liam, Trevor's ascension, no turnovers in the last 3 weeks, touchdowns in the first 3 possessions for the first time since '98. Is this you figuring him out, him figuring the offense out, a little combination of what do you attribute to? Combination.
I would say that the pre-snap operation has definitely settled, I would say, for him. In terms of the motion shifts, there's a lot going on, right? Well, that I think has chilled out for him a little bit in terms of, man, we're able to now run more of the same, but just out of different looks. So time on task, repetition, carrying plays over, right, from week to week that maybe have worked that we just want to dress up. And so I think that that's really helped and allowed him to just go play. And once the ball is snapped, go use his traits and his skill set, because you saw today, I mean, and we've seen over the last few weeks that, like, we like throwing the football. I mean, him throwing the football is a good thing right now to those guys, and we're protecting at a high level. He trusts the group in front of him, protecting, and trusting the guys out on the perimeter to go and make plays when the ball's in the air. So I think it's probably a combination of those things that, you know, sometimes just takes a little time.
Hey, Liam, Travis Etienne, 3 catches, 3 touchdowns. Just what do you have to say about his game and being able to use him in the receiving game? How much does that help the offense?
Yeah, we finally hit a screen for a big one there, a part of our offense that we've worked hard at and hasn't exactly been perfect by any means. So, look, it's, again, the totality of your offense. You want to try to be getting all cylinders to at some point click, right? And when you've got a guy like TJ that can make people miss in space, that's got great hands, vision out on the perimeter, just finding different ways to get him the ball. And he ran a great route right before the half where kind of made it look like an option route. He just stuttered his feet, got the linebacker to stop and beat him over the top. And then the angle route again that we kind of had similar last week, the one to Jacoby with the angle route underneath, that he ends up making the great route and throw and catch on. So to have a back be able to do both for you is huge, and he just continues to ascend.
Hey, what happened to Trevor's finger?
Yeah, injury report coming out here soon. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know he threw for 6 touchdowns. I have no idea.
Liam, again, congrats on the victory. And a lot of all the success is happening since you've gotten Jacoby into the mix. You got him from Vegas and all that. Did you know he was this good in terms of possession receiver? Because it just seems like every time Trevor has him in, he just catches everything. Is this all infectious kind of with the other receivers?
I think there's definitely part of that comes into play. We had a lot of respect for Jacoby watching him over the years, whether it was in New England or in Vegas. Knowing that he was going to be able to come in and make an immediate impact on our offense. I think it's helped open up not just the confidence that Trevor has, being able to throw and catch, but also helps open up some other guys, right? And where you've got a few other people that the defense has to identify and defend. And ultimately, you're trying to make the defense defend every blade of grass. That's both vertically and horizontally. So he's been huge for our offense. He blocks his tail off, and he's a great dude. Football makes a lot of sense to Jacoby. You don't have to tell him something too many times before he gets it right, and very glad we have him.
Coach, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
2 times in a row, I'm doing something good. I'm doing something good, you know.
Hey, Travis, 3 catches, 3 touchdowns for you. Have you ever had a game like that where you caught three receiving touchdowns?
Nah, this is the first time in my career, honestly. But I feel like I've been ready for it, you know, just throw the ball my way. I'm going to go out there and get it. But nah, just grateful. I feel like Coach had a great game plan. He schemed things up. And when my number was called, when I didn't make the plays.
How do you feel like you've evolved in this offense just in terms of being able to, you know, run the football, catch screens, do different things? How much have you sort of grown in it?
I feel like I've grown a lot, but I feel like I've always been able to catch balls, be great in the screen game. I feel like Coach does a great job of calling the plays, you know, and putting us in position to make plays. And I feel like Coach has a great understanding that it's player and not plays, you know, and he go out there and put us in position to make plays. And I'm just grateful that he's our coach and our OC, so and I get the rewards from that, for real.
Travis, what did you see out of Trevor today?
Just confidence, man. Just confidence. I feel like Trev, he's continue to grow, continue to get better. And, man, just the confidence, the swagger that he's playing with. I mean, he's locked in. He's commanding the field. He's commanding the offense. And as long as he keep doing that, the sky's the limit for us.
Travis, do you feel like the offense is kind of finding its stride or like groove at this point?
For sure. I thought we were clicking on all cylinders. I feel like we're not beating ourselves like we were so many times earlier in the season. We stand above the chains. We're just locked in. I feel like we're executing. We're making the plays when we needed to make them. And those third downs, I feel like Trev keep making huge plays for us. And he's dialing things up. And I feel like, man, it's just great to see. And I feel like we got so many playmakers and just everybody just coming just together as one. And I feel like as long as we just all do our job, just 11 working as one, sky's the limit for us.
Back in 22, Trevor got hot in the second half of the year. Does this kind of feel similar to that in a little bit? I mean, obviously I know different plays, different games and stuff, but just him starting to get on a roll at the most important times, it feels similar?
Nah, not at all. I don't think I ever seen Trev like this, you know, and I feel like we won a national championship together, and I feel like he's just out there. He's on fire, man. Like, you seen it. He rolled out again, and he just kind of stopped and just, shit, Parker's down there somewhere, you know, and he launched it, and Parker made a great catch. So, man, I'm just grateful that I'm on his team, and the growth that I've seen through him, from him, man, it's just unbelievable, and it forces everybody else to step up that game as well.
Me? Sweet. Travis, a lot was made when Liam came over from Tampa about who's going to be the Bucky Irving in this offense. And I think a lot of folks nationally maybe underestimated your pass-catching ability. How have you seen it grow under Liam's tutelage? You keep referencing that he puts you in a position to succeed. Why are his plays putting you in that position to reach a new ceiling?
Yeah, I mean, my hands always been good. Let's not, we ain't gonna start like that. These hands always been like that.
I ain't questioning that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, the coach, he just got the confidence to go out there and call the plays, you know. I feel like I've been just working in the shadows, just at practice, just catching balls and just doing it in practice over and over again. But this coach, he's got the confidence to go out there and call it, and I feel like that's the difference. He calls the plays. He wants to score a touchdown. He gets the ball in the playmaker's hands, and he just have confidence in us. I mean, he see it day in and day out, and him just calling the plays, giving him a chance to go out there and make those plays. Trev dialing up, throwing it, man. I'm just grateful that I'm on the receiving end of that.
It's taken a little while for the screen game to really evolve. Can you put your finger on why it took so long and why it's working now?
I mean, you got to understand, defense is not going to let me just go out there and just do whatever, you know. I feel like they kind of got an eye on where one is, you know. So whenever you kind of develop in the screen, you got a backer always iron you. It's kind of hard to get those things going. But I feel like with everybody else coming alive, things coming alive, Trev just dotting people up. Now they got other things to worry about. So I feel like that's really working in my favor. And I just feel like Trev just keep doing what he do, make my job a lot easier, and we just compliment each other.
Cool threads. Is that Charlie on your chest?
Probably. I have no idea who this is on my chest. It was just a cool shirt.
Couple of questions here for you. Last time you were involved in a game in which you guys on offense scored 50 points, you have to go back to Clemson against Pittsburgh. So scoring 8 times in 9 possessions. Talk about what that just felt like today out there.
I just thought we were clicking on all cylinders, but I feel like it just goes to the mindset that coach established, you know. I feel like we locked in throughout the whole game. It's like we went up a few touchdowns. We're still locked in as if the score is 0-0, you know. We're going out there just making the play when the play is called. Like, we just taking it one play at a time. And that's just the true growth. I feel like we just locked in. We just the whole game, just locked in the moment. We're not worried about the outcome or what's going to happen. So whenever you're able to be present in the moment, you're able to have things like that happen.
Yeah, and secondly, most of this has happened since you've gotten Jacoby from Vegas. It just like he's like the go-to guy receiver-wise. You throw it in his area, he catches it. How infectious is that among other people coming out of the backfield yourself or other receivers? Just to throw me the ball and I'll catch it.
And I was very infectious. I mean, after I caught the first touchdown, I kind of came to the sideline and said, "I'm feeling like Jacoby Myers." When you got a guy like that who's just catching everything, I can't be the one to go out there and drop my little one pass. So I feel like it just elevates everybody else's game around you and everybody around him. I feel like he made us all so much better. I feel like he's always making plays. He's always catching the ball. He's locking it up. He's just always doing the right thing. He's always in the right place at the right time. So that forces guys to be better, He's kind of setting the standard. He set the standard, and I feel like it raises everybody else's level of playing. Just very grateful that he's on my team.
Thanks, Travis.
Thank y'all.
Unbelievable career day. Just what were your thoughts of this performance, and and what were you able to do and the offense able to do to be so successful today, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just we executed really well. We got in the right plays against the right looks against what the Jets were doing. So I feel like we had a really good plan, and then guys just made a lot of plays down the field, and was able to give them opportunities, and we protected so good up front. So that also helps. You got a lot of time back there to distribute and let guys get open. So our group up front did a great job today. Again, no sacks today. That just doesn't happen often, and we've done it a lot this year. So proud of those guys up front. They've been playing great, and yeah, like I said, we just came to play. We made the plays down the field when we needed to. We were pretty good on third down as well. Didn't have a ton of them today, but we were really good on third down when we needed it, and kept us on the field.
What was the shrug for after the throw to Parker?
Yeah, it was more so, I was looking at Liam and Grant over there. It was more so we had an issue in the protection where they had an extra guy, and it was a good disguise by New York on that one. They held it pretty late, brought cover 0. So I knew right away at the snap I was going to be hot, so just trying to create some time and let Parker get down the field. So I knew that would be my answer. And, it's kind of like similar to last week. So just it's kind of shrugging like, I know, it's like I probably should have fixed that one, the protection, but we made a play again, so just playing ball.
What happened to your finger?
I just jammed it either in the ground or on someone's leg or cleat or something when I dove for the weird play where I was trying to just throw it on the ground because I thought we were going to get a false start or they were going to blow the play dead, so I was just trying to get out of my hands so I didn't get hit, and just went for the ball and jammed it a little. It'll be fine, though. I'll be good. Finish the game. Be all right.
Travis Etienne just kind of mentioned that he hasn't seen you play this confident, even dating back to when y'all won the Natty at Clemson. Is there a time you can remember that you were playing maybe this confident, this free out on the football field?
That's a tough question. I don't know. There's been times where I've felt that way, and but definitely this as confident as I've felt. Just the feeling in our locker room and our team and our offense. It's been fun. So we got to continue to build on that and can't get complacent. There's still a lot more ahead for us, and some big games coming up. So we got to continue to push and get better. Like there's still things we need to clean up, but it's been a lot of fun, and I feel great, feel confident, and I think our whole offense feels that way.
You finished as the team's leading rusher. In terms of the run-to-pass disparity, was it just a matter of the passing game looked awesome, and so you guys said, we'll just keep ripping it?
Yeah, I think so. It was, when you throw it as well as we did today, throw and catch, and just the plays we made in the passing game, maybe we didn't rush for a ton, but we didn't necessarily need to, And there was a lot of times, too, where they played a lot of man coverage, so when you're running the ball, that's a lot of times there's an extra hat in the box. So we took advantage of that by throwing the ball and exploiting some matchups and guys winning. And so there's a lot that goes into that. It's not all just, hey, we're going to throw the ball every play. There's a lot that goes into it. And can kind of get you into some passes when they're playing a lot of single high man. That's what you want to do.
4 touchdowns by the running backs today. I mean, what can you say about the way they played and the way you guys were able to kind of scheme them up on a couple of those?
Yeah, we had a great one to Tootin there. Great play on. Felt good about that one all week. And, he does a great catch. Threw it a little bit high, and he went up and got it. And, I survived through the fall and all that. I was worried when he went up and took that big fall. I was hoping it didn't bobble. But he made a great catch. Travis had a great day. I mean, obviously the plays he made. The one on the screen, the last touchdown, I mean, that was unbelievable. It was kind of down. I thought it was just, that's a good screen, 10-yard gain, and then he slips it out and runs for 50. I mean, that was special to watch him do that. And guys played great. I mean, guys all over the board on offense. Guys played awesome.
Trevor, are you playing a little bit more backyard football? Does it feel like even the run play you kind of created a little bit? You created last week right before the half, the 2 spin-out plays. I mean, do you feel like that's just always part of your game, or is it more confidence, playing free, those kind of things?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that it's a weapon for me, is being able to move and extend plays and get out of the pocket and run or remain a thrower and extend the plays and still get the ball downfield. So I think it's easier to do the more comfortable and confident you are in the system and just trusting what you see. And I think you're seeing that more and more the last few weeks, and just playing fast. And that's always, you talk about the second play. Like, the first play doesn't always go great, but that extending the play and the second play, you can still win. And we've had a lot of great examples of that the last few weeks, and guys continuing to work and get open and, scramble drill. There's a lot of that. And it starts up front, like I said. If you don't protect and you don't have time, then it's hard to extend plays and do that. But we've protected so well. It's not like I'm scrambling because I'm running for my life. It's because, we're able to get guys, sometimes the coverage covers plays up and you got to extend plays, but we block so well that there's lanes for me to get out. So those guys have done an awesome job.
On your rushing touchdown, you threw the football, I think, to a kid in the stands. I mean, did you just see him? Is that spontaneous?
I saw someone, a lot of people do that, but I saw someone do it the other day. Maybe it was the Thursday night game, and I was like, I've never given a kid a football. So I was trying to find one there. It's like a lot of adults. So I'm trying to find the kid. No, nothing against the adults that are at the games. Appreciate you guys. But trying to find a kid, and just thought I should, that's a good thing to do. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.